welcome to another episode of Talks with Tosh. This your girl Tosh, the CEO and host of this show. And today I have let's go get that out. I have a very special guest. Introduce yourself, special guest.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Misstress.
Never average. Girl, how are you?
I'm pretty good actually. I feel like, the things that I went through this past era has been very challenging, but I feel like, hey, it ain't into a beast. So
okay.
I feel like, okay, cool. And and we'll deal and dabble into some of that today.
Okay. We don't really talk about it.
So I mean I'm here, I'm blessed. I'm happy you guys have me, so that's always a plus.
Okay, period. Because I love you some, you girl. You be looking so good on your Instagram. I'll be like, okay. Where's she going to today, y'all?
I feel like not just being an artist, a dancer. I've worked on movie sets. I do hair, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like when you don't have the people to do it for you, or sometimes we have a little money issue, whatever. You got to learn to do things yourself. So I've been doing hair and makeup since high school.
Okay, period.
And I graduated like almost 15 years ago. So it's just like I just kept it going, and I'm like this, like this is my other way I get my money too. And plus I spend a lot of money on hair all the time. I'm not gonna be paying these folks, man, please. So normally when I pop out, it's very strategic for me because I feel like looking good is it's a must. You know what I'm saying? Like and sometimes you can get away with just being natural and and being cute because sometimes less is more. Like today, I dressed down, but I wanted to make sure I had like a cute beat on with with a little light or whatever. So it's just like looking the part is always supposed to be a part of your everyday routine.
Okay.
Because you never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I like that answer. Okay. So one thing I like to do, like I love asking about mental health because that matters. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where's your mental health right now?
I would say 7.5.
Okay.
7.5. I'm not a direct 10 like I was before because, obviously when you go through certain things, I left a relationship. I went through depression. I also work in the medical field too. People don't know that about me, but I'm a lab technician / radiation tech.
Okay.
/ medical assistant. So it's just like, helping save lives, chasing my dreams is a thing. When I went through depression, I lost 30 pounds.
Wow.
It's not bad, but of course, when you lose weight everywhere. I lost weight, my ass, my legs, my titties, my face, like everywhere. And I was just like, okay, I haven't been this size since high school. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, oh, okay. Okay, like let me adjust. So, obviously over the time when I left the relationship, I'm queen of a promo group here in Atlanta as well. And it's just dealing with so many different personalities and so many different people and so many different people from different backgrounds and all that. It played a major role and a major part in my life because they did certain things for me when I was actually going through my depression. And I actually lost my adopted mom this year too. So I'm dealing with that. Lost my grandmother and then also my brother like a previous year. So it's just like trying to battle and trying to hold myself together is just like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like crazy. Mm-hmm. So when I left the relationship, I felt like, it was, like honestly, I had mentally checked out, as us women, as us, us girls or whatever, when we mentally check out, it's over with. It's over with. So, of course, I cried. Of course, going through the career fields, because all my careers were all over the place. Like, imagine something that you went to school for, and you get fired from your careers, and your money is in a decline. My clientele was a decline. My music, the people that worked for me were fucking me over, doing things to me. And I'm just like, is this real life right now? Like why is this happening to me? Like, I'm the sweetest person. I'm very supportive. I'm like, I don't understand. And then I thought my boyfriend would be there for me, only for him to say, well, don't be upset with me. Things are not going your way. And I was being harassed by a girl. I was just like, you know what? God, let me do my big one. Let me reevaluate myself, the people that I'm around, the situations, and let me execute the best way that I know how. Mm-hmm. And that's what I've been doing.
Period. So, and you're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, like, where are you from?
Pretty much Atlanta, West Side. Atlanta has pretty much like, okay, like as a child, I left Ohio or whatever a long time ago, but I grew up here. The West Side of Atlanta is my stomping grounds. It's what made me. That's why I call myself the West Side Princess. And yeah, you know, I feel like Atlanta is my whole lingo. I love me some T.I. So it's just like,
Okay.
you know, he's my favorite male rapper. He's so dope to me. He's very humble. Bang it. So, you know, just that. I'm also Spanish and black. I'm Honduran and black. People didn't know that, but
Oh, Miss Afro Latina Queen.
hello.
Hello.
So it's just like on this project, I don't have any Spanish songs, but the next one I'm gonna let me tap into my other roots, my inner roots, and let me, you know, let me reach a different audience. So that's me in a nutshell.
Because one thing about Hispanics, they love them some music, girl.
Hello. Anything with a
Okay. Hello, with a do.
So, you know, like, listen, anything with a dope beat with a drop to it, they can cha-cha-cha and sauce and all that, yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
as long as they can get some fast steps in, they're satisfied.
Right.
They are satisfied.
Right.
Yes.
So
when did music start for you? Like, when did you start doing that?
I actually come from the choir. I sing in the choir. The reason I laugh because I'm a rapper, but I'm a hip hop R&B. Like, I'm a hip hop R&B artist. I'm gonna say that because I do a mix of both. Like, on my tracks, when you hear me singing, that's me and me rapping. People are like, "Oh, that's all me." So, started from the choir. I've always been in like chorus, dramatic arts. I've always done that type of stuff because of, obviously they were kind of, you know, like when you do stuff, the acting, like it just goes. You know what I'm saying? Like the musical, like it just goes. So obviously I left it in high school, and then I was doing like singing for like other guys, backtracks and stuff, and hooks. And then I was in a rap duo group called the Mistresses. That what people didn't know. And I left the group because at the time, my bandmate or rap partner was just dealing with a lot of personal stuff, and I started to see like shortcomings on her behalf, and I was just like, I love you, but I'm gonna go over here because if it was me by myself, I knew that I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, like I wouldn't have the group critiques. You know, we were losing like shows and stuff, and I'm very competitive. If, in the words of Nicki Minaj,
Okay.
the only way you'll beat me is if you cheat. If you cheat. And that's happened to me a lot. As far as some award shows, as far as other girls that may have, you know, either could be maybe a tad bit more popular, or they just roll with a certain people, they dick ride and yes men, and you know, but again, no problem. I feel like I'm gonna remain humble. I'm gonna remain in. I know I'm a star. I know I have my light, and that's all that matters. These other girls, they can't out rap, out sing, or outperform. So I feel like, okay, cool, no problem. And we'll deal and dive into some things that's been happening with that too. But yeah, being in the church as a child, growing up, praising, singing, chorus, and all that, it kind of molded me. And then I was like, yeah, I can really like do music. I can really sing like other things too. So when we started, I was like, okay, cool. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to do it because I didn't want to be overly sexual at the time. So once we dibbled and dabbled, I was like, okay, cool. Because at the time, she was more of a writer than I was. I was more of a freestyler. So the last project we put out, I actually did a song I wanted to sing and rap. I've always wanted to do it. So when I done it, I was like, it was called Show Me. I was in a relationship, and I wanted a guy to pretty much like show me, you know, like, you know, things he said he can bring to the table. Because, you know, a lot of men and or people, they love to say what they're capable of, what they think they can do, and all this other bullshit. And it's just like,
They never execute.
like the execution is just like, okay, like did I lose it, or you know, like is it in my wig, like what, you know, what? So I just got to a point I was just like, okay, cool, like this is my overall sound, because people like when I sing and I rap, so I just combine them together. And with all of that, I have 3 alter egos. Okay. Because Princess is a name that I was given on the reality shows I'm on. Princess is a name that they have. My Instagram is Princess Misstress ATL. So
don't forget the number 2.
The number 2. Yeah. Because you know the original page was taken. So Misstress is the whole artist. She is the seductionist. She is the one, when I rap on certain songs, I'm being very calm, very delectable,
like
very
dainty.
yeah. Princess is the singer. So imagine having Mistress is a person, when I, I'm feeling myself, and then Princess, when she sings, she's the mermaid, she's a siren. A man eater. I'm a man eater.
Okay.
So, having that, and then Killer is my other alter ego. When I jump on songs with niggas, with dudes, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna give them because I feel like rapping, I always rap with dudes. So that's why I kind of related to Nicki and Kim a lot. Those are my top female rap MCs. And I was like, because I love a challenge.
They coming a little too hard.
Right. And I'm looking like, okay, like,
I could do that.
This. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to give it to him. But see, you know how some people are so monotone? I'm a versatile artist. I can do any type I got songs international, Africa. Like, I just love the fact that I never wanted to do it one way. I never wanted to just sit here and be like, oh okay, well, I'm just going to do rap. No. I feel like when you limit yourself, you don't get anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only get to, like, my goal is to be a big mogul, as big as Nicki Minaj, as big as, or, a Beyonce or whoever, because I feel like I have what it takes. And obviously, in artist development, you get other things or whatever, but I'm very creative. Even a lot of my videos, I've been the video director. So, it kind of helped.
They can't tell you shit.
Right, I feel like, as an artist, you have to be sensitive as a rapper, or even a singer. It's almost like you got to be that cocky. You got to be that arrogant, because it's almost like when people see or feel like you're weak.
Like, are you dumb? Yeah, they must be dumb because they're not seeing it.
So it's just like, imagine people say they want to be rappers, or imagine people say they are rappers. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's hear something. Let's hear your moves. Let's hear, and I'm like, it's not giving. Not that I'm talking like I'm just the best, but I've gotten cosigns from Cassidy, Trina, Cash Doll, Nyla Meese, Diamond Lacey. Like, I can keep going. And shout out to Chameleon. I love her. She's always been keep going. So it's just like, even Neil, my homegirl talks to Neil. Yeah, like, not saying that I was seeking for validation, but to see people, and rest in peace to P&B Rock. He also was a person that shared me a couple of times before he died and everything. But I just feel like, imagine these people have been doing this for 20 plus years, or even as a childhood or whatever, and they say, oh, you lit, or they, like, it makes me feel like, oh, I'm on the right track. Because what's the best advice to get from someone that's actually in your field, in your culture, and you know what I'm saying, doing what you want to do and or doing, and it makes you feel like, So it's just one of those to where, being creative, being innovative, being an illustration of my own craft is, it makes me more comfortable, because I don't have a bunch of men writing for me. I don't have a bunch of men telling me you should do wrong. If I hire you, we come together. I say what I want. If you feel like I need to execute different, then you do that. But as far as just making me, into like an industry plan, or making me to, a robot, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm going to make sure that I have a say-so of what I, of what I have to do for myself.
Right, because it's your career.
Right.
Because everything has to make sense. And if it doesn't make sense,
right,
the head bitch in charge is going to get pissed.
Right. So it's just like, okay. And me, I'm very strategic. I am very strategic. I'm a Capricorn. I'm the Capricorn. I am a December one. So, we're a little different from the other ones. But, it's like, for real. But it's just like, it's just one of those things where I feel like when I'm in control of something and I execute to whether it's either my choreographer, my stylist, my videographer, and or my dancers, and I'm like, hey, let's do this. I've never been, even my engineer, I've never been, like, I'm a picky bitch, but I'm not. I'm so easy to work with. Once I let you know what I want, whatever you feel like I need, I'm with it. I don't stray away from it. I don't digress from conversations. I'm like, okay, cool. But if you want me to change something up, I want to know your reason why. I want to know why do you feel like well, don't do this because I don't like. Why don't you like it? You know what I'm saying? Like I like you have to. You got to explain yourself to me,
Right.
you know. So.
Help me understand.
Right.
Because if I don't understand, then how are we going to come up with a solution?
Well, the solution gonna be bye. That's the solution for me. Bye. Like I'm the most coolest, the calmest, but I like when it comes to the disrespect and being in the industry, from modeling to being somebody's video girl to even artistry, I've dealt with a lot of sexual harassment. I've dealt with a lot of the sex talk. I've dealt with being taken away from nominations because I didn't want to fuck a certain person. Like it's happened, and you know, to a point that I even lost the nomination to an R&B singer in a rap category. Okay. I said, oh, okay, cool. Like, the faces that I'm making is the exact face that I made when I lost to an R&B singer. Make it make sense.
How are you going to award an R&B singer in a rap category?
And they've been doing it to even the mainstream artists lately. And I'm just like, how is that even possible? But I did my research and I found out that the girl that beat me was actually the person who actually hosted. That was his artist. I said, it makes sense.
Oh, so they already had it in their favor.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And the shade is, I had more votes. That's why I was pissed off. Online, I had more votes than anybody in my homegirl, who I did a song with. She was competing. I even beat her too. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, wow, I guess fan votes don't count now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what was the whole point of us posting and telling people to tag us and vote for us if you guys weren't going to be, you know, use integrity and be honest about it? Mm-hmm. I never worked with him again.
Period.
He's been wanting to work with me. I'm like, I'm good.
Like, I'm cool on that.
Like, I don't even want, like, I don't want to deal with I don't even want to be in your presence. Because I feel like I'm one of those type of girls that I can't be fake with you. I can't sit here and be like, oh, well, it's going to be okay. No. It's going to bother me. And I'm going to be like, okay, I'm finna empty the clip on this motherfucker. Like, and when I mean by empty the clip, I'm not saying like shoot nobody, but I'm saying
okay.
Like,
I was like,
no. I'm saying more like, I'm like empty the clip. Okay. You know how you roast a person or go off on a person? Mm-hmm. I'm finna empty the clip on you. I'm finna set you straight, get you together, use big words that make you feel beneath me because you are. And I'm gonna not only insult you, I'm gonna insult your character and make you feel like a dummy because I'm not the bitch to play with. Do not let the pretty girl, soft girl, I'm a business major too, so it's really nothing you can really get over me. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, you approach me with respect, I got you. Mm-hmm. Because respect. People always say, oh, respect is given, da-da-da. I've never really, that works in certain situations, depending on but just in general, it's just, you know, you see somebody, I've always raised to, you speak. Mm-hmm. You speak at that point, whatever, that's it. Mm-hmm. But I've learned a lot in this industry, and it's molded me, and it's molded, and it's still molding me to be the best artist that I need to be. Because obviously, we take from everybody. We're inspired by a lot of people, and even our top people. Mm-hmm. And you take whatever you take, but a lot of artists, they tend to want to mimic the people that they're inspired by. One thing about me, I've never wanted to be the people that I'm inspired by, but obviously I took certain things from them, and I'll list my top 5. Mm-hmm. Sierra.
Okay.
Little Kim.
Period.
Nicki Minaj. Mm-hmm. Brandy. T.I. Those are my top 5. Sierra is my first love. See, I've met her so many times. She got me through so much from junior high school to high school because I was a dancer as well. Also an athlete. I did a lot. I was very popular in high school. Mm-hmm. I'm a state champ in track. I ran track or whatever. I was in all the clubs. I'm also a debater, so I can talk so well. Mm-hmm. So it's just like doing all these things and dancing. I used to always win. I used to always put my frustration into my music because as a child growing up, and I just had this conversation at 5 o'clock this morning with a guy that I used to deal with. We kind of rekindled. My life was different growing up. I was molested. I was raped by my brother. And, I just never really felt like, you know how it's special when you get somebody and it's like, oh, okay, he's going to take. But it's like, it was nothing to take. Mm-hmm. It was taken from me. Mm-hmm. And I, found ways to deal with it. I've dealt with domestic violence, like all the things that I went through, even the relationship with my parents and or mother. And I just feel like I can't change it. You know, I can't change it. But it made me the world that I am. So it's like, okay, cool. I just own it. I speak about it to other people that may need to hear, because it's somebody right now going through exactly what I just went through and or it's going through. And we may not know them, but I always say, you know, God bless them, because they're trying to get out of whatever they're going through. It's sad that the world is like that, but unfortunately, that's the world that we live in. So.
Girl, the world is ghetto.
The world is beyond ghetto, and I'm just like, you know what? Okay.
It's like, okay, we're here.
And me, I communicate with my face a lot, if you've noticed. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm one of the, cool, yeah.
It's like your eyes give it away.
Like, you know, for some reason, I've always done that. And it's just like, or I just do like I'll do this. Hey, yeah. No, because people are weird, man. I'm telling you, people are weird.
Weird as hell.
And the men have become more and more sassy by the day. And I'm just like, okay.
This how y'all be? Okay.
You know, I mean, you know, it's just one of those, like, I thought I was a bitch. Okay. And I'm not saying that men can't be emotional. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that be emotional about things you should be emotional about.
Right.
Like, I just feel like I'm normally the head honcho in my relationships, because I'm normally the bitch that makes the most money. Somehow it's come out that way. I would love to meet a man that's on my level and or above. I'm over the stage of trying to nourish and bring up a man that could I don't have time for that. I'm not a man. I don't have time. I can't show you how to be a man. So it's just like,
what are you doing?
Now I'm so mature, and I've grown so much to be like, after the first couple conversations, it's a dub. It's a chop.
Yep. Clipped.
So, yeah, complete clip. And I say that all the time. Oh, it's clip, baby.
It's clip.
It's giving clip. Like,
it ain't going nowhere.
Not nowhere. So, yeah, you know, it's just, you know, we're in this world with a million other people. And I think it's very important about finding yourself.
Absolutely.
It's so important about finding yourself and finding your niche and finding what works for you. And a lot of people have been lacking that. I'm just like,
I think majority of people's main focus is soul searching. And it's like, and in relationships now, people date for help, not for love, for help.
Right. And it's normally, you know, it's always some type of ulterior motive with that. I feel like, man, I would love to date a business person, because I'm an entrepreneur myself. I would love to date someone that has the same drive as myself, and I don't have to force or tell or you know what I'm saying? Obviously, being collaborative on certain things is very important, because, you know, multiple minds will set the tone. That's why artists, comedian, models, they have a team. They have a team, and it breaks all the way down to hair, makeup, stylist, videography, art, like directed, like it breaks down.
For sure.
Engineering, gotta have him or her in there, because when you go to an engineer about your sound, once they learn their artist, they know your sound. Shout out to Jerry.
Shout out to you, Jerry.
Jerry, yeah.
Go Jerry.
Jerry is dope. He owns Next Level Sound in Lawrenceville. Okay. He is responsible for all my top hits.
Okay.
Do What I Want.
You know
that's
we gonna talk about that, because my best friend sings that do what I wanna do. I'm
go
like,
where I wanna go. Like that's.
Yeah, he sings it all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this your shit. He said this is my shit. I'm like, okay. Shout out to you, Neil. You're definitely gonna see this.
When it's crazy. I was leaving LA. I had just performed at my friend's fashion show. I was there for a week. I'm dope. dope hospitality. I love Stephen. I love you, Stephen. I call him my chocolate drop. He's a dope fashion designer. He's going overseas in Amsterdam to do his job. I'm just so proud of him.
Oh, period.
And to see your friends do what they do, and they're excellent. Because I get a natural high of people, like even yourself, to be able to do a podcast, to talk to different types of people that do different types of things. But we all have an end goal. Mm-hmm. The end goal is to be the best person, to be the best podcast, to be the best artist we can be. Mm-hmm. So it's just, it means a lot, and I get emotional. I'm like, to see people chase their dreams, because I know how hard it is to either be understood, to either be heard, to either, you know what I'm saying, just for people to really just break down and be like, okay, this is who I am, and this is what I bring to the table. Mm-hmm. So I was high as fuck coming back on the plane. Okay,
it's LA, so it's legal.
So, but the crazy part is that I was high going and coming back. I was in the airport just like a stud, like an athlete. I don't know, a Dior, kind of like what you call it, jacket, puffer jacket, the book bag, the Chanel thing. I was just chilling. I had on basketball shorts with sweatpants over with a little tight shirt like this.
Oh my God!
I was just with long hair, no makeup, just like chilling, like what's up. And I was like, why is everybody staring at me? And then obviously when you go to is it TSA when you go to check in and stuff? Mm-hmm. It was like, ma'am, take your jacket off. I was like, for what? Like, my eyes were bloodshot red. My hair looked like I had just got fucked. It was crazy. Like, when I say crazy, it was crazy. And I went embarrassed. And I was like, you know how you had those self-talks? I said, bitch, get yourself together.
Oh, yeah.
Like, now. Yeah. I was like, oh, my God, somebody. I was so paranoid.
Oh, God. When you high, it just intensifies it so bad.
But see, the crazy part is that me and my sister, well, ex-sister at the time, she's a nobody.
Oh, my God.
We made edibles.
Oh.
And I was just like, just throwing all kind of weed in the brownies.
Oh,
Lord.
Lord.
And I had like 4 of them because I love sweets. So imagine being like an overdose on like an edible. Yeah. So, it was dope. Came back. Do What I Want was a song that I wanted to. I was like, I want something different. Mm-hmm. I want something different. Since I spoke it up, I guess we can just jump into it, right?
Yeah.
Do What I Want came because I wanted something obviously different, but I was like, I want something that's gonna be catchy. I want something that people are gonna be do what I want, do what I want to. I was like, go where I want, go where I want to. Fuck who I want, fuck who I want to. I was like, oh, this is the hook. Mm-hmm. This is the hook. So I got back to Atlanta. I was sitting in the tub, literally.
Not the tub.
With my hair pulled back, soaking. I was like, I kept playing it over. I was like, this is the hook. As far as the verses are concerned, I'm actually talking about myself in the song, and I'm talking about marrying the bag, and I'm also talking about leaving a situation or a relationship, and I'm talking about how I'm the prize, how he missed out. Because when I, if I'm not mistaken, the first verse was, let me set the record, ass on swole like double deckers. This is chest, nigga, not checkers, nacho cheese, I'm talking cheddar. Hustler, go get her. Biscuit slick and I'ma go get her. Making love to the bag, writing 4-page letters. Switch it up like it's the weather. Going hard, high, yeah, whatever. I'm his type because I love better. I'm a beast on the track, but slip real clever. Sitting on the pot of gold, I'm a treasure. Raw ass bitch, so I come with the pressure. Big dog, the aggressor, do what I want. However, it was one of those, like, I wanted to, like, let them know, like, just because I just went through I'm still in control. Mm-hmm. So, I was like, this is how it's going to go. This, like, and from that point, I just went from there. Like, my whole writing strategy, my whole moments of everything is just like, okay, like, I always write the first verse out. Mm-hmm. This is the thing for me, so.
Your creative process.
Right. So, going forward, when you hear my second verses on my single song, my second verse is always harder than my first on purpose. My intro is the hook. My intro is my first verse to lure you in. And then once I jump into my other, I'm like, let me give you a little light.
Okay.
Let me give you something. Mm-hmm. So that's what it was. I added reverb to it, and it's no auto-tune.
Okay.
It's me.
Okay.
Do what I want, do what I want to. It's me. So, just reverb, I stacked or whatever. And yeah. And I was just like, when I sing live, like I sound like my music.
Okay.
And that's what I like about myself. Because most people don't sound like their music when they perform. So
she is so shady, y'all.
No, because they don't. They really don't. And
they fix their voices. They fix them.
And I'm just like, I mean, nothing's wrong with it if you're gonna be doing heavy choreography, but if you're not, then I don't see why. And if it's just a hook, what's the point? It ain't like you singing a full ballad. But anyway, yeah.
You're funny as hell.
I have a plaque for Do What I Want.
I saw that. Congratulations!
Yeah,
I love that for you.
That.
Period.
Thank you. I'm waiting on the other ones to come. I'm just excited.
I'm excited for you.
My project, my EP I put out for my brother that's on my arm. His name was Royal. I have a plaque for that coming too. Like, I'm doing my thing. I have a lot to do. The rollout for this album, though, is going to be crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you answer, Chris. I don't want to just jump into it.
No, it's totally fine. I'm actually enjoying this conversation. But I have a random thought. You know who you resemble? Faith Evans.
This is the second person that has said that. I don't see it. I love Faith, though.
Okay.
Soon as I get... Let me stop. But anyway.
I'll make it up to you.
Baby, I'll do what I gotta do. But no, I love Faith.
You resemble her.
It's a plus because Faith is gorgeous.
Faith is a legend.
Faith, yes.
She's iconic.
She is just that. I kind of feel like the 90s music, it's certain artists that can do that now, but not very many.
Yeah.
Not very many. Like, then it was so much raw talent to where it was less studio work, but it was more like vocal. So, I'm going to take that as a shout out to Faye.
Hello.
Love you.
And it's like music. I'm not saying not everybody's trying to deliver a message, but I like when music actually meant something.
You know what? Yeah. Because honestly, for me, my approach to music now, as far as how I write or whatever, obviously I'm not a political rapper like the Kendricks, and I'm not that kind of rapper. But I do love the people that could, that do that. I think the biggest thing for me, as far as the writing thing and staying on topic of certain stuff, I have to be past that moment. In the moment, I can't do it. Like, I have so many unfinished R&B songs. I can't, because I get emotional. I'm assuming I'm not directly over it. So, you know how some people, when they go through it, they go in the booth. I write first. Then I go in the booth. Because once I've already orchestrated how I'm going to do the song and or songs, it's going to be easier for me to execute. Versus going in there, because most people think they have that effect like Future. Shout out to Future. They feel like they have that. They get on promethazine. That don't work for everybody.
Oh Lord,
that don't work for everybody. Everybody cannot get high and go into a place and think they're gonna come. No, it's just not gonna work. It's gonna be ass. So, for me, it takes me sometimes a day or two or whatever, because I like to come back and add what I have. But the process be amazing. I'm like, I get overly excited. I gotta have my pickle juice. Gotta have my gummies. And I gotta have me some pink lemonade and or lemonade. Like, those are the things that I have to have. And for me in my writing process.
It's a necessity.
Right. If not, white covered cranberries. Yes. So it's just one of those things that it just helped me. Like, I'm just focused on what I'm going to focus on. So, Do What I Want is the leading single from my album. Flex is out. It's on the album. Go is out. Obviously Never Average. That's out.
Never average. Never average.
You know,
it's so catchy. Like,
when I done that song, obviously I wanted my project to be in sync with Do What I Want, obviously.
Yeah.
And some of the songs on there, when I heard the beat, I was like,
Okay.
and for some reason, I'm always sitting in the tub listening to beats. For the last 3-4 songs, I've been doing that. I'm like, okay, if it works, and it works. But
Maybe that's like your what's it called? Your solitude.
Gotta be. I was like, but never average is one of those things. I was like, living lavish, never average. Bossed up, taking trips, I make it happen. Flexed up, bottles popping. I was like, this is it. Shopping sprees, hit the bank, I'm never average. So I was like, got it. Once I got the hook, the verses are a piece of cake to me. It's just the hook is very important because it can be catchy, it can be too much, it can be just enough, and I've been getting just enough because when I sing, people are like, oh, let's hear it. So now, as far as video is concerned, it didn't come out how I wanted it to, but hey, it is what it is. You know, I still shot it, still got it done. But this project is coming next month.
Tomorrow.
My first single from the next project, I'll just go ahead and give you the name of it. It is called I'm About That.
Okay.
My dude actually hurt my feelings. And obviously, us girls, we love to turn up. We love to be cute. We love to have a little ratchetness. So I kind of pulled out my west side.
Okay.
I'm About That. You know, it's not like, it's different for me in a sense, because the hook is, I'm about that, yeah, the bitches know I'm about that, I need a big dick wallet, yeah, I'm about that, riding to the bank, cashing out, I'm about that, standing on business about that. I want to have like a west side slang when I was like, you know, like I didn't do like I normally would do. I want to have that, and then because I was from the west side of Atlanta, so it just goes. It just goes. And normally when I do my hooks, they're normally one take. Shouts out to Jerry. He was like, yeah, you, like, I don't eat before I go to the studio. I don't do anything. I really eat before I perform because I don't want to be pudgy. I don't want to sound bloated. I don't want to, like, you know, even now I'm a little dry mouth, but once I perform that, I'm about that, I'm going to really get into it.
Okay, let's get into it.
I'm gonna do all that. I need a big dick, blah. I'm gonna do all the vocals, all that stuff I be doing. So it's just like, okay, cool. Like, and then, you know, if you guys are down, I'll give you guys a first listen. So, you know, to the actual song, if you want, it's up to you. But also the name of my project, guess. Just guess. Let me see if you can just guess.
I think it's the West Side Princess.
That's cute for a mixtape.
It would be cute for a mixtape.
It is, you know. And I'm going to be dropping some freestyles too. Because, see, on this album, I have R&B tracks. I have me rapping. Okay. I have freestyle because I was a freestyler before I started doing writing. So I'm always come to a punchline. Like, I'm going to give them my versatility like I've been given, but I'm going to be more in depth with it. Let
me give y'all niggas a cipher.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually going to be on a cipher with a lot of dudes and this other girl really soon. I'm going to be like, check it. When I'm just going to, baby, I'm going to punch in. I ain't going to clock out. Okay. So I'm very excited about that. But, okay, you got 2 more tries. Go for it.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking too hard.
Okay.
Is it self-titled?
No. Oh. But it does start with an M, and I'm gonna say it's in Greek mythology.
Ooh. Damn. Medusa? Okay.
So I actually have Medusa tattooed on my leg.
I have her on my arm, but she doesn't have any eyes.
Mm-hmm. So the reason for Medusa was because I feel like I'm talking a lot, but anyway.
No, that's the whole point. We're having a conversation.
Right. The meaning of Medusa is because of I wanted to, when I rap, I always do metaphors and I have double entendres sometimes. So when you look at a woman or you look at Medusa, men turn to stone. Not just get aroused, but mentally. They're like, I want her. I want blah, blah. So I was like,
give me her now.
Hello. So I'm going to give you, I'm like a triple threat. Because I'm a siren, I'm a mermaid. I'm gonna lure you in. I'm gonna sing to you, and then when you look at me, I'm gonna turn you into stone. I'm gonna mentally fuck you up so bad to the point like, oh, why did she do this to me, or why? But you're not gonna have a chance to think because you're gonna be frozen,
Traumatized.
so it's just so it's just like I'm like, oh, I'm keeping that. So the other thing is I love Megan Thee Stallion. I've been compared to her a lot too. Obviously she got the snake thing going. I was like,
Hiss.
by her being a bigger artist, I was like, mine gonna be a little different. I'm not gonna have like that because hers was about reviving herself and reliving the blah blah blah, a reincarnation of her. Right. Mine is more of a I'm gonna have the Greek mythology type stuff. I'm gonna give off like okay, cool, like what, like who, what, when, and where. And if people actually did their research, I'm gonna do so, which I'm gonna give people the insights to that. She wasn't always that person. She was cursed. She was cursed. So she used to be one of the most beautiful women of all in the Greek mythology, outside of Athena and everyone else. But
and then Aphrodite,
right? But by her being cursed, they cursed her. So some witch did it to her, and it made her ugly and all that. So every time a man looks at them, or anyone looks at them, not only men though, they turn to stone, and that was her defense mechanism to a lot of people that did her wrong. Yeah. So I'm a connected with my artists so well that people can understand.
Like there's a story,
right? So yeah, it's that. I'm excited for it. I have roughly, I think 13 or 14 tracks on there.
Okay.
I got some dancing songs on there because the springtime summer's around the corner.
I do like to shake my ass.
Right. Okay. We go back to I actually one thing about me, I perform anywhere, and I've always told artists this: gay, straight, whatever. I'm gonna go pop my shit. I love y'all. Y'all love me. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna bring you, who, whatever. We're gonna turn up because it's all about reaching fan bases. I don't care how other people feel, how you live your life. As long as you support me, you love me, I show love back. In return, we talk. That's all I'm concerned about. So I performed "Get My Lick Back" at New Orleans Pride last year, I think. It's a dancing track. The video for that is stupid though.
Oh,
the video for that is stupid. I'm just waiting to drop it, but it's stupid because it's not one of my main singles, but it's gonna come following.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you heard "Hot Girls" featuring Miss Showbiz. Her and I actually met at a competition. Oh. And we became friends.
Love that.
As far as just being supportive of each other. We going through kind of like the similar thing when it comes to men and everything else. So it's just like we're entrepreneurs as well. She's in the hair industry just like myself. So it's just like we kind of related, other than not just being women, because I'm not a mother, she is. But I got a Yorkie, I got a puppy, so
that's still my baby.
If that matters.
Yeah.
My little boy. So Hot Girls came. That's on the album too. The video is Brewing.
Period.
Now that song. The hook is real hot girls and we ride through the city, super pretty and sedity. Gotta back my bitch with me, popping tax, we on their ass, counting money, living fast, Chanel, bad, full set, hitting 100 on the dash. We did that. We were smoking in the car. We were both crying. We both was going through men issues. I was like, girl, we need a hit. We need something to be like, not city girl based, but we need something that that we're gonna pop out springtime, summertime, be doing our shit. So
okay.
The video was supposed to happen last year when it got dropped, but I think she had some things going on. But it's on the album.
Okay.
It's gonna come after I get out my freestyle and my single. It's gonna come a little, down maybe like April-ish, maybe, But
yeah, we'll see in due time.
Yeah, in due time. I was upset about it because that song happened first. That song came out last year.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, it's on the album, so why not still put it out? And I've always wanted a girl that I can beast with on the track. Yeah. That I wouldn't feel would be, well, I'm going to be real, ain't no bitch fucking with me, so I ain't worried about all that. But it's just like, when it comes to certain girls that I've worked with, it's always been like they're like afraid. And my thing is, don't be afraid, bitch, do your shit. Do your shit.
Intimidation.
I want you to, because when we film, baby, I'm a whole nother person. I'm gonna really be in my element. Like I'm not helping nobody with like that day. I'm focusing on more. If your hair and stuff ain't together, it ain't got nothing to do with me, baby.
Okay.
I'm worried about me
and how I look.
Right. So it's about 14 songs on there. I am 2 songs away.
Okay.
I have a song with this guy that I was in a relationship with called Vibes.
Are you still dropping that though?
Oh yeah, that's on the album too.
Oh.
Trust me, I'm giving you like a first, not listen, but like a first intro to what's on the album.
Of course, I get the tea.
Right. Vibes is lit. Like, I was, for some reason, like, he chased me for a long time. Knowing when I go to dude studios, they be trash, they sound horrible, but he did not. And I should have been, checked him out. I watched him make this beat. Shout out to KJ. I watched him make this beat in less than 30 minutes.
Well,
he asked me what I wanted on it. He was just playing this stuff, and this is one sound like, oh. I was like, I want that on there, because it was like singing. So, we did the hook last. I did my verse first, because I wasn't sure how
you wanted the song to go.
Right, and he was just like, well, let me ask you a question. You want to talk about your situation or ours? I was like, I didn't know we had a situation. But it worked out. It's like a storytelling. He was describing the things he wanted to do to me, how he liked me. And I was like in the other, like I was looking at him through the glass.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie. It was my first time having a lit studio session. We made it out, and it was dope because it was chemistry. On the song, you can hear the chemistry. Mm-hmm. On that song, I was completely mistress. I was sexy. I was a classy woman, but I was a seductionist. I was a slut. I was submissive on the whole song, and no man has ever been able to do that for me, or make me feel like I need to, like, kind of like, I guess know my position. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's on there. What else is on here? Obviously, About That is on there. Sauce, baby. Sauce was a song that I was extremely pissed off about. I performed that down there too. Hip hop track. I'm singing in the back, but it's Sauce. Niggas that love my sauce, see your bitch, yes I'm a boss. Bitch be mad that lost cause I got the sauce. Don't give a fuck with the cost. Niggas that love when I walk. Bitch went up, you get tossed. Like, it was one of them, like, I was fast, but I was like, basically like, I'm feeling myself. Mm-hmm. Neck full of Cubans, like, I was just lit. I was just like, and then I wanted to get into it. Stop all that fake love that's capped. On these beats I sing and I rap. These bitches weak, tired, take a nap. I take your man like, give me that. When I hop in the Boo J running back. To the dick so good and he coming back. Dollar sign be my Zodiac. This pussy tight like a cul-de-sac. It was like one of them, like, I'm finna spit on it. I'm finna let y'all hoes know, like,
I'm finna get you, bitch.
Like, my favorite line from the song. I said, it's game time, let's go. I'm gonna say that again. It's game time, let's go. On these beats, I'm a fucking pro. I said, they come to my fucking shows. Just getting started, watch the glow. Sauce, niggas that love my sauce. So behind myself, if you notice, when I rap, I'm gonna go behind myself and harmonize with the sauce, niggas that love my sauce. See your bitch, yes I'm a boss. Like, it's one of them, like, I don't know, it's like a new sound that I kind of orchestrated together, but it works. So, like, this project has a lot of bangers. I actually shot Go at P Valley.
Ooh,
so
that show.
I was actually supposed to be in P Valley, the season 2, but I was sick. I didn't go back to the audition, so I missed an opportunity. But I know a lot of people on there that I love them. The stunt doubles, I've actually been talking to them about classes.
Okay.
The stunt doubles for Shannon, because she had 2. I think Fits by Sheila, and the other one starts with an A. Like,
there was T. They were it.
They ate it up. So, yeah, I'm very excited for this project. Now, I feel like this project is gonna be my biggest area because so much promotion, so much marketing, so much is coming behind it. So that's why I'm working my ass off to get the money to do what I need to do, because I want to drop my single with a visual this time. Mm-hmm. Like, this something I've been talking to them, so we're gonna see how that works out. But as far as that, I'm just getting ready for more shows. Tonight, this week, the following weekend. I'm supposed to be in March, supposed to be in New York. Like, I'm just getting ready for certain stuff and just making sure everything works out. I really hope that my girls could come with me because, we have a lot of things to do. If not, I do know that the main big local shows, they're going to be like here. Because I want to give production. Yeah. I want to give production. I want to give like the 8 counts, the body, the like all that. So that's something that I'm working on. And I'll even provide, you know, outfits and stuff if I need to. Because I'm one of those type of girls. If you're working for me or you work with me, I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. Period. I've always been like that. Like, if I got bank, I'm going to be, okay, cool. I'm going to pay you, tip you, feed you, get you where you got. Like, I'm going to do more than what I'm supposed to because you didn't have to do this for me. You see what I'm saying? Even though you were hired for a service. But you know how sometimes, you know, being genuine and being kind, it goes a long way.
It sure does.
So, you know, I want to bless people. So I'm just ready to get my big breakout moment. So I can do what so I can do what I was put here to do.
Okay.
So.
Period. Pop your shit, girl.
You know.
Pop that shit.
I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm a little emotional, but it's just like coming out of a dark place when you feel like you don't have anybody is you know, like a I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You know, it's one of those things where it's just like, imagine being in a world of a lot of people and people say that they're for you, but you don't feel that way. Imagine being, you know, your mother's child and you let her in or do, you know, or do something to make sure she's a part of who you are, only for her to disrespect you, only for her to, you know, to ridicule you. Like when I went through my depression and lost weight, I told my parents, you know, because they thought I was on drugs or had a disease. And I'm looking like, I didn't expect to lose weight. When I go, see, with me, I'm different. When people get depressed, they eat. I don't eat. I haven't been in the gym. And it's just like, you know, I kind of lost a lot of muscle mass. But I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'm just going to embrace what I have. You know, I'm just going to embrace, because it don't take me long to gain weight anyway. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just going to enjoy the moment. So now, since the main thing that I've always told people, when you can acknowledge the problem, when you can, I'm a emphasize on acknowledge the problem, identify the issue, you can execute. You can execute the right way, because once you've lined up everything, your notepad or whatever you got to do, at that point, you just have to do what you need to do to make sure, you know, do your due diligence to make sure that this doesn't happen to you again. And I always tell people, there's so many positives and so many negatives. If something bad has happened to you, you can look through that and see what you took from that, because it's going to help you. It's like everything is a lesson now. Literally, everything is a lesson. Relationship, friendship, school, chasing, everything is a lesson. And I had to learn that when I was withdrawn from nominations, when awards were taken from me. You know, and it's just like, and speaking of nominations, I have 2. I'm nominated for the ATL Rap Awards this year, Queen of the Stage, and the Music Matter Award. So I'm praying that I win. And I saw my competition. I saw the girls that's in there that I've competed against before. So we're gonna see how this work out. So yeah, I'm gonna send y'all the link so y'all can go vote for me. But no,
I'm hollering.
You know, like, listen, I need all the support, because I'm tired of these hoes winning there's under deserving. And you know, you have a lot of yes people around you. And I'm
just to ride the coattail.
And it's like, oh, you know, ma'am, seat. Like, just seat, honey. To the back.
Not seat.
But other than that, though, you know, I'm proud of myself.
As you should be. I'm
proud of myself. I'm happy that I am who I am. I'm the woman that I am, and there's no one like me. And I always say this to people when people hate me or people have an issue. And it's always, to be honest with you, it's always a man that has a problem with me. It's never a bitch. It's like I be wanting a girl to try to come for me to be, because I'm gonna eat her up on them songs. I be wanting it, but it never happens. Oh. It never happens. Because as soon as it happens, I'm just gonna empty the clip.
You be hitting below the belt.
And me, I know some tea, as they call it. I know everybody's business because people talk to me. Mm-hmm. But I'm one of those people that I don't run my mouth. But when I empty the clip, though, yeah.
Y'all gonna be sick.
Like I said, punching the beat and I ain't gonna clock out. I'm gonna ride it out.
Pretty much tell them bitches to keep it cute.
Hello? Cock a little bitch, everything about me popping. I step in the booth and bust out like a rocket. So it's one of them like, oh, you want Killer? That was Killer. I'm rapping. You want Princess or you want the person that's going to be a seduction? However way we spend this, in the words of Nicki Minaj, I'm going to be the queen no matter how they shuffle. So, I mean, boom. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I take what I need to take. I take every moment with a grain of salt and I press forward. Yep. I press forward and it's helped me be where I am today. Period. So.
If there's a piece of advice you can give a young girl that wants to start her music career, what would you tell her?
I would say, sweetheart, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Never take no for an answer. Never take no for an answer. Because I was once that little girl or that little person that people didn't believe my vision. And you're going to have people that's not going to always believe in you. Mm-hmm. But as long as you believe in you, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And it's going to be hard, baby girl or baby boy. Whoever needs to hear this, the message is very unisex. I want to say never give up. Always be yourself. Always stay true to yourself. And allow yourself to be able to grow and learn from people. That's so important. Being a dope listener and a learner is always important because we don't know everything. Mm-hmm. But never stray away from who you are. Always remain authentic. Mwah.
Girl, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on social media, Instagram at Princess Misstress ATL2. Now, Misstress is MISSTRESS. I'm on Twitter too as Miss Princess ATL. So it's MISS Princess ATL. And Snapchat is the same. TikTok, since I'm back, they took that too. The backup page for that is also Princess Misstress ATL too. So, this year we're going to get into some things. We're going to do our little 1-2. And y'all in for a treat.
Make sure y'all stay tuned, my girl Misstress. But that concludes this episode of Talks with Tosh. It's your girl Tosh with my girl Misstress. And that's a wrap.